What is up, everybody? This is the Insane One here, back once again with another Destiny 2 gameplay for Season of the Seraph. And we last left off with pretty much crap. I think last week was the exotic one. No, I think that was a while ago. Well, anyway, I went. Let's get one thing straight. Anna Bray killed, or I think she destroyed I think it was a fragment piece of Clovis Bray's mind and put Rasputin in it. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so they wanted us to go retrieve they wanted us to go to the Iron Lord's temple to put Rasputin inside of a system, because that's what Clovis Bray said. But Rasputin, he stopped us. He was able to he managed to speak English or use the English language to try to stop us, and he was using the voice of Clovis and everything. I think he got into Clovis's system to use and just extracted a voice piece. I think that's what he said, and he told us that the plans was all wrong. I mean that it was a trap, and Clovis just wanted us to put Rasputin's spine in Clovis so Clovis can take over and destroy the Traveler and crap, because that was Clovis's original plan, with creating Rasputin. But and then some stuff like that. So then that's why Anna did what she did to Clovis Bray and everything like that. And so right now Rasputin is inside Clovis's exo frame and now talking to us through that. So without wasting any more time, we're gonna just jump on into this Seraph action. Where's my let me go right? Or no? Okay, talk to Rasputin now.
Welcome, Guardian. I have completed my assessment of my current functional capabilities. Despite my newfound ability to communicate with you, key elements of my code remain incomplete. I would be unable to take command of the Warsats, even if I were uploaded to the network. No submind cores remain for reintegration. Our only option is to continue collating ancillary submind data for my reconstruction algorithm. In summary, we must stay the course. Breach the vaults. Retrieve and reintegrate the submind data. Soon, the Warsats will once again be humanity's to wield.
Oh, finally. Allow the spawning of a power-up that refreshes all abilities and grants damage bonus against death tongue. Okay, so allows interaction with terminals to open locked doors and highest battlegrounds in the mission. I'll just get this one. The death tone's gotta die. Oh, I got another one. Alright. I said death tones, I meant death tongues.
The Warmind speaks. His archives are incomplete, as is his memory. There's a figment seeded in that recollecting mind where my visions might find purchase. The pieces are scattered on the floor before me. I see them like points of starlight. They form a constellation, but my eye cannot yet draw the lines. H.E.L.M stronghold is a term that appears multiple times throughout the submine's caches. Each time I read it, I hear it whispered in Savathun's voice. Anna recognizes the term H.E.L.M, transcribed from a temporal disturbance on Mars. Recognition was all she had to offer. But Rasputin must know. Asking the right question could unlock everything. I need time to submit my inquiries to Rasputin. To find convincing proof for Ikora. Time we do not have. Zivo Arath's assault on the Warmind's network is no coincidence. She is far more tactician than brute. I underestimated her once. I won't be afforded another mistake. Our next move must be certain.
Well, yeah, she's the hive god of war, so she's gonna be very good at this.
You're in the thick, Guardian. Hive, taken. Pretty sure they know you're coming now.
Then there's no time to waste.
What the? I don't think we ever did the Mars. No, we never did the Mars one. So this is new, all to me. But while I'm, another thing that I didn't get time to say during my intro, since it would have been too long of an intro. Excuse you. It would have been too long of an intro, but it was just pretty much me sharing my thoughts on the whole situation that took place for last week's reset. So and the thoughts that I'm having is about like Anna, quote unquote, killing Rasputin, because I mean not Rasputin, Clovis Bray and putting Rasputin into. I mean, of course, I mean Clovis being dead, I don't think that.
Guardian, I need those cleared so I can tap into the network.
Obviously, I don't quite think he's actually dead, because considering the fact that she said before maybe he could be, but before she said he destroyed his core mind, if that's what she said, she said that he sent a message either to himself or to someone saying that they know. I mean, obviously.
Death tongue spotted. Target that acolyte, Guardian.
Eyes up, Guardian. Literally.
I mean, obviously, one would assume it is the witness that he sent his message to.
The Hive are sending an ogre.
That it was, whatchamacallit, Clovis, I mean, the witness that he sent the message to, due to the fact that, I'm stuck! Oh my god. Well, anyway, that's the reason why I died so quick, and of course the Lord comes after me, but because we already know that Clovis was influenced by the witness, also the darkness and everything like that, due to the fact that she wants to due to the fact that during the Glassway strike, or what she said in the Glassway strike, and so pretty much since she said that and everything like that, it's already been clear that Clovis has been working under the influence of the witness, and also, which makes more sense, why the witness shut off Rasputin's systems before the, hold on.
Back to a holding pattern. Good luck.
Okay, so which is the reason why the witness had shut off Rasputin's systems before his pyramids started showing themselves in the sky and taking away planets and everything, so that way it wouldn't destroy, so that way it wouldn't mess with his, like,
you're in trouble now, bad boy!
Everything like that. So, like, his arrival phase, his planet disappearance phase, and shit like that. And another reason, but and everything like that, because pretty much from what Rasputin was saying, Clovis' mission was to take control of what Clovis' mission with creating Rasputin was to destroy the Traveler completely with Rasputin's power, and then become Rasputin himself, so that way he can have the power of a god and be the one to save, quote unquote, save humanity and everything like that. Because so that was pretty much what everything like that. So like most likely before his core mind was destroyed, he was sending his message to the witness, letting him know that the jig is up with him. So his plan is already been foiled. So using Clovis to destroy the Traveler is a failed option. And so that is if he is sending messages to the witness and everything like that. But the other thing was like he just probably he probably has multiple fragments of his mind. He just sent it to himself, but that just seems too simple. I would say, but because that's pretty much the reason why.
You're in trouble now, bad boy.
One would think if the witness really wanted to shut down Rasputin so that way he wouldn't be in use, he need to make sure that all parts of Rasputin was gone instead of making sure that he didn't leave behind anything. I mean, and
Towers are ours again. Grabbing you a laser core for the gunk.
And the other thing that I'm also questioning about Rasputin as well, because it from the during what season was it? I think it was season of the Worthy when that exotic mission was happening, when we found out the truth behind Rasputin and Siva. I didn't get a chance to complete that exotic mission because everything had ended around that time. So I never got the full explanation of that season. But from what I was hearing, from what I was playing, if my understanding was correct, Rasputin was the one that caused Siva and killed all the Iron Lords.
We'll need to open up the campus again.
And because so far it doesn't, because from the way the way Saladin reacted within, which one was it? It was in a season cutscene when Saladin was speaking, and he was giving his thoughts on Rasputin about like how we had to rely on him to destroy the Almighty and everything before the Almighty destroyed the Traveler and shit like that, or destroyed our sun. If I'm correct, that's what the Almighty was getting ready to do.
And watched the city's victories dull our edge once more. It should have ended before they fattened us, before they exploited us, before they forced us to lift up a murderer as our savior.
I think during season of the Worthy, because that's when they also did their little live event where you got a chance to witness, at least the first live event where you got a chance to witness Rasputin shooting down the Almighty and the Almighty crashing down. Because that was Destiny's first live event, and then the second one was after Season of Arrivals. During the ending of Season of Arrivals, before Beyond Light, you witnessed the planets being taken away and consumed through the darkness and everything. But yeah, like from what Saladin said, it was pretty much clear that that whole situation for why Rasputin did what he did wasn't explained. So like, it's also leading me to wonder if Rasputin can even be trusted. I mean, sure you gave a teasy speech for why you care about Anna and how she was the only one that was nice to you, but the Iron Lords didn't do nothing to you, my guy. I mean, he also claimed that he was either he is a piece of Fellwinter or he's something else. But for some reason, apparently he's some part of Fellwinter, and that's the reason. But that doesn't really explain everything. So like because I don't really know the story of Fellwinter. I don't know if Fellwinter died before the events of the Rise of Iron, or if he died during those events. Because if he died before Rise of Iron and everything like that, then I guess Rasputin probably got upset and then just killed the Iron Lords. But I guess he assumed, he blamed the Iron Lords for Fellwinter's death. But like I said, I don't know the story about Fellwinter and how he died. I don't know. I don't know.
Open sesame.
I don't know if
Perimeter towers ahead are back online and reading you as hostile. Mind your steps.
But yeah, I'm not. I don't know if you have to read read some lore on Fellwinter, figuring out what all happened.
Perimeter towers in range. Stay hidden, Guardian.
Look at that. I was able to survive that. If I didn't have that thing,
Coming in hot.
I would have died. But But yeah, I don't know if you have to read Felwinter's story. Come on, man, like really? I don't know if you have to read his story like in lore or if there's actually explained some other time during the game. But yeah, I don't know when or where Felwinter died or what the cause of it was. But as far as I know, I'm still very iffy on just immediately trusting Rasputin, all because he told us Clovis Bray's true intentions behind everything. I mean, the only reason why you did that because the only reason why he did that because he doesn't like Clovis Bray any more than whatchamacallit, Elizabeth and Anna. So if anything, he could have just been doing that to see them destroy him and shit like that, and like allow him access and control. I mean, because what is his intentions? I mean, sure. Our intentions of meeting Rasputin is to destroy the pyramids, and shit like that, because that's how powerful he is. He can do that, which is another reason why the Witness shut down his system.
Moving back to a holding pattern. Good luck.
If I'm correct, it was during Season of Arrivals is when, or before season, maybe before one of the seasons, the Witness shut down Rasputin and everything, and so, but yeah, that's pretty much just my thoughts on Clovis's quote unquote extermination and Rasputin. And trusting Rasputin, because like I said, I'm just very iffy on the second one, or with Rasputin.
The Hive aren't switching up their strategy. What's that saying you used to like, Elsie? If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Spot on. Though I might have taken it too literally.
I think she just heard too many songs from Aaliyah, because she didn't make up that song. Are you going up? Oh. I wasn't quite sure if it did go up or not. At first I thought this was a, to be honest, I prefer the Mars's battleground over all the other ones, because Mars seems pretty simple. I ain't gotta do all that bull crap. My only death from Mars is falling off the cliff. Everything else, I pretty much survived. Or an ogre. I died.
Secure what we can of Charlemagne Guardian, and slip away safely.
But yeah, like, it just seemed that Clovis was taken care of too quick and too easy. Alright, I forgot, if I die, I lose my targeting data. Petty. And you're really after me, huh? Here, take some grenades if you want to be so much after me. Why are you so after me? Go away! Better than to be on someone else than me constantly. He was so eager to shoot at me. The only complaint I have about this weapon, or the con I has with this weapon is when if I accidentally were to, do that, I revived them.
You're in trouble now, bad boy!
Put on the secondary firing. I can't switch back to the normal pulse rifle setting. So I have to literally shoot all my shots out of the little linear fusion rifle part just to get back to my pulse rifle part. And like I said, let's say I did have all the systems targeted things, and I was trying to pick up that little orb, but I just activated my second option for the shot. Like, so that's happened like 3 times already when I was trying to either pick up some heavy ammo while using that required me to hold X, or pick up an orb to place it in the system that required me to hold X. And so in the process, I switched it, and I couldn't switch back no matter how many times I held X again and shit. So that's just what it just made me irritated, because I had nothing to shoot my linear fusion rifles at, so I had to literally just waste some shots for no reason just to get it back to the post.
Perimeter secure.
Mara, any further movement on the Wrathborn side?
No, Zivor Roth is still, like a tiger crouched in the reeds, waiting. But I can feel the promise of violence in the air.
Guardian, I worry for Anna. She is more like Clovis than she would like to admit. Obsessed with doing what she's decided is right, a compulsion to achieve her goal no matter the cost. I've seen where that path can lead. I don't want that for her. I don't want to have to stop her. If there's one constant in all the possible futures I've seen, it's fear. And I'm tired of being afraid. Afraid to live, afraid to lose, afraid to trust. And yet, I came to place my trust in you on Europa. Perhaps it's time I did the same with Anna. She deserves it. At least in that respect, she's nothing like Clovis at all.
Hey, it depends.
With each cache of submine data, an increased percentage of my code is restored. I become more myself. No, that is inaccurate. My submines were left to evolve on their own trajectories. Reintegrating them has altered my own personality matrix. Through them, I see how humanity once looked to me as a savior, an entity capable of protecting them and destroying their enemies. In many ways, I am a war god of their own making. Perhaps I am not unlike Zivor Roth in that regard. The difference between us is that I do not wage war for its own sake. I safeguard those in my charge. Continue retrieving and reintegrating the submine data. I will contact you once the next phase of restoration can begin. If I am to be humanity's war god, then I will smite those who threaten it. Zivor Roth, the Wrathborn, and all who follow.
Oh. That's who they wanted me to talk to? Oh, it's done?
Think of each Vex Hobgoblin like a starship. The crew works together to pilot it, but it doesn't mean the crew all share one mind.
Or the same ideals. This aligns with observations I've made in the Infinite Forest, where aberrant Vex were quarantined and destroyed. Aberrant in that they moved against a consensus. Aberrant in ideology. The Vex may seem unified, but they're divided into a number of factions.
Just like us.
Tell me, as someone who has traveled time in a circle, are our divisions so clear in every cycle of history?
No. Nothing is ever clear, no matter how many times history repeats itself. Choice is always the knife we fall on. Our own choices each and every time seem to be what dooms us.
Always?
Not always, but too often. We fracture, we fail, and the wheel turns again.
We, constrained to linear time, do not have the ability to learn from our future mistakes. You, however, not to put the burden of all this on you, but it feels as though the Traveler has a plan for you. We just can't see it yet.
It could make the plan a little clearer.
Do you feel you've learned enough? Collectively over your journey to prevent our end? Or will we be having this conversation again someday?
I don't know. We've never had this conversation before, so I suppose there's a first time for everything.
All right, everybody, that was all for today's week 5 of Season of Seraph gameplay. If you guys did enjoy today's gameplay, then you're gonna leave a like and comment below, share your thoughts what you did think of today's video, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss any coming gameplay for Destiny 2 and so on. But actually, this week was pretty short, or maybe, I mean, compared to all the other ones, even though most of them have been like combined things or just sometimes taking me a long time due to the fact that I had to do some things. But yeah, until then, peace out.